We're outside Old Trafford, Manchester United 3, Atalanta 2, second half comeback. Abdul, I was sat with you for that. In the first half, we both looked at each other and went, this isn't looking good. I can't see a way back here, but second half, we turned it around.
Yeah, I thought that first half was just awful, man. Especially trying to get a reaction after the games we've had. The thing is, we've had these patches under Ollie, and then it really turns around and you go on runs where like we're unbeaten and we keep clean sheets, and I've always thought that would come after the international break, and just that game against Leicester was just poor. But the first half again, and it just felt like, we said it a little bit, it feels like winning this a bit like, you know, when Jose won Newcastle, that 3-2 with Sanchez. But the reaction of the players was so different. I feel everyone was just fighting for Ollie, maybe on that pitch, because at the end of the first half, I was turned and I said to you, these players just don't look like they're up for it anymore. Like half of them just, you know, every time we got the ball back, like for the first goal, second goal, the heads were just dropping. They weren't feeling it anymore, and you see one by one. You had Bruno just trying to get everyone going. You had like Ronaldo a bit, but everyone else just wasn't feeling it. And obviously the second half, they've gone out and they've really fought out there. And I felt what we watched in the second half was the best of an Ollie team in terms of like when we're aggressively winning the ball back. And I'm talking about our peak with Ollie, when we've had those peaks, when we've done well under him, because there's no doubt we have had good patches. It has been very, you know, up and down. But that is just Maguire stepping up, Lindelof stepping up, winning their challenges. Luke Shaw, for me, probably his best game this season. He's not looked the best to last season. Like, so good, man. Like, we're just watching that back. Just like perfect pace, perfect power. And that's what you need if you got Cristiano Ronaldo, because you need to treat him as a number 9. He's not the same player we had. And one thing as well, obviously Marcus Rashford missed a couple of chances in the first half, but it's so refreshing because even when he was coming off, we spoke about it, didn't we? We said it's a bit of a concern because he's losing that willing runner that's going to get him behind your defence.
It always pins one of their fullbacks back as well.
Exactly. It's big for everyone else because Ronaldo got a couple more chances, because I felt like Ronaldo, a couple bad moments, but this might have been his best game in terms of his attacking involvement. Like, you're looking at his numbers today, creating 3 chances, 7 shots. Like, he was really involved.
There was a few runs in the second half as well where he ran all the way back to where David De Gea was stood, and it was like he was saying, "Don't worry, I'll work if I have to.
I'll do my thing," innit? And he's might have been seeing it, or like everyone's onto him about the whole running thing, and he's still got involved, didn't he? He's still done his thing, Ronaldo. So again, he even created that chance for Bruno inside the box. So that's what we want to see off him. And as long as service is there, you know, he's going to score goals. He's the man for these moments, and hopefully this is where it turns back into just...
That's what I was about to ask you. Is this something that we can use as a momentum builder? Is this, some people are going to be out there saying this is papering over the cracks? How do you feel this is, or do you just not care right now because we're stood outside Old Trafford and we've just won?
I sort of don't care because I just live in the moment sort of thing, innit? Like, we won. I do want us to succeed under Ollie, but we can't keep just living off situations like this and going off them. I always felt like this season, once we get that run with Ollie that we've got in the past, we can maintain it, because you got the characters like Ronaldo, you got Bruno, a couple seasons in here now. The like Pogba today coming off the bench is sort of the role I would have given him for the rest of the season, because he's a player that's not going to be here next year, in my opinion. They've shown no willingness, him and his team or Raiola or whatever, to actually sign that contract. He wants to be the best paid player or whatever. And for me, I'd use him as, if that's the situation with Pogba, as much as I love the guy and I think he's an absolute baller, then you just got to use him as an impact player, because in the Ollie system you need 2 DMs that turn the ball over. As much as we hate Fred and how bad it can be sometimes, that's just what it works under Ollie, and it allows the attackers to get that extra bit. And we're seeing Marcus got a lot of chances, Ronaldo got a lot of chances, Bruno does, and having a proper, you know, double pivot sort of allows that. But Pogba come on and made a difference.
I thought he made the difference. Him and Sancho, when they came on, I thought they made a difference for sure. Yeah. Liverpool next. What are you saying? You feeling more confident now, or shitting yourself?
One thing I'll say is Ollie's got to get that team right, because Marcus Rashford's got to play on that left side. You've seen games in the past against Trent. We've seen last season in that game we lost to them. Once he switched to the left side, how good he was. So no shoehorning players in. He's your left winger, and he's getting chances after chances. I know he missed a couple in the first half, but watch out for Rashford this season, because he might have missed a couple there, but he was getting the best chances.
2 games, 2 goals already.
2 games, 2 goals, and he looks like the best he's been for me. He's showing what a fully fit Marcus Rashford is. Like I said, those couple of chances, you start putting them in, and then people are going to see what he's going to give to this team, because that Liverpool game is so important, and I hope he's playing out on the left because he'll cause them trouble with Trent out there. And like you said, he pins the fullback down. And one thing we had a problem with Liverpool last season was when Pogba was out on the left, he wasn't pinning the fullback down because he comes inside a lot, and that's sort of his style on the left.
That benefited him, and it also hindered him because at times he'd drift in and the fullback would be like, so where do I go? And then Luke Shaw would benefit from that. But yeah, it does.
Trent had a field day that day, and that's why you need your natural left winger. Let him build his profile on the left, Marcus Rashford, and let him take to.
I've seen him twist up Trent here before. What did you make of that, man?
Personally, for me, it was a shock to go 2-0 down, but the fact we came back and won is that all that matters. Sunday's game is big. It's a big.
You scared for that one, or like after watching that first half, I was shitting myself for Sunday. But after the second half, I'm like, bring them on. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Where's the truth?
Personally, after the first half, I thought we're going to lose 6-0 on Sunday. But to be honest, Sunday's game isn't about momentum. It's about who wants it more, and it's about who's more determined to get the win. And but this is a brilliant thing.
What does it say for Ollie, do you think?
For me, it shows that the players and everyone in the club is behind Ollie. Everyone's behind Ollie, but I'm quite sure. You made me laugh.
Go on, what do you make of that today?
Cavani needs to start more often than Ronaldo. He actually does. Like Cavani, he's got the lungs, he's got the legs, he goes for every ball. The game against Villarreal, he went and won that ball, didn't he? He won the ball that got us the winner. Ronaldo stopped, he gave up, he gives up too much. Like Ronaldo's good, it's Ronaldo and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Everyone's just a little like.
You just think you need someone working up there with him.
Yeah, Ronaldo, like it's with Fred. Fred today, he worked. I don't like him personally as a player. I don't think he can pass. I don't think he can shoot. I don't think he's got no attributes that help us. He's just got legs. He was good today. He was one of our best players. He's Fred, mate. That's what I mean. He's got the legs. Cavani's got the legs, and do you know what? He's just as good as Ronaldo at like. With his as a striker, he's just as good. Like Ronaldo, like I don't like to say it, but he's a bit past it, innit? If we're being honest, if we're actually being.
He just scored the winner.
No, I get that. He scored the winner, but he's not Cristiano Ronaldo. You can see it with his laziness. Impact player. He's just hit a nail on the head. You should be bringing him on. Bring Ronaldo on. Actually, like Cavani should be the main man starting because he's. I know that's it though. That's why Solskjaer's not a top class manager though.
So
why can't you bench Ronaldo?
Because he's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's I mean,
I get that. I completely get that, and that's why. Fucking Man United, mate. Man United are bigger than Ronaldo.
I know.
Solskjaer should be.
he has scored the winner in the last 2 games here.
The winner, and I'm fucking thankful for that. Fair play to him. He scored the winners, but after we scored one.
The thing is,
not good. Not good.
He was for sure in the first half.
No.
And then he did the second.
No, he don't, obviously everyone's going to do the fair bit, but he doesn't do it enough. Then,
Do you think? Because I thought today, especially in the first half, maybe, and in the second half it got better. There were moments where because Rashford would run through the middle, zip that up. Because Rashford would run through the middle, Ronaldo would be able to drift out wide, and that kind of dynamic did bring some joy.
Right, maybe so, but Rashford isn't a striker. So if the ball gets played into the box, can Rashford use his head? Not very much. How many headed goals has he scored? It's not many.
Getting there at a stage with his head, to be honest. His head was getting there at a stage.
No, he's got better.
It's different to Cavani, though.
He has progressed. He's progressed in his heading at 100%. But who would you rather have in the centre if Bruno whips a nice ball in? Would you rather have Ronaldo or Rashford?
But the thing is, Ronaldo doesn't play in the middle. He was so deep all game. Ronaldo was left wing and he was dropping back.
Rashford's in the bait for the middle. Rashford's in the bait for the left.
But when they're interchanging and Rashford goes out to the left, Ronaldo goes out to the left, and Rashford moves his way in. That's what I mean. So I don't think
Cavani was playing like a proper number 9 when he came on. Ronaldo was deep all game. He was left wing. He was left mid. We need someone like Cavani and Ronaldo in the same team together.
You've basically just backed him up without hearing what you were saying.
Bruno's playing on the shoulder of the defenders, and Ronaldo's dropping.
It becomes a 4-4-2.
Exactly, but when Ronaldo's dropping back and Bruno's going forward on the shoulder trying to get in behind, shouldn't it be the other way? Isn't Bruno meant to be the one that creates those chances? Bruno's meant to be the one putting a nice ball in and stuff. So I
hear what you're saying. It sounds to some people sat at home, they'll be going, "We've just won 3-2, Ronaldo scored." But I totally hear what you're saying.
I'm grateful for that, but it's not going to work all the time. Really, you could see it in the first half. I don't think the players personally believe in Ole. I don't think the players believe in Ole, to be honest. Like in the first half, they were just dead. There was nothing in them. They were just.
But they came back from 2-0 down.
They did come back, but how often do we do that? How often are we going to do that? How often are we going to be able to do it all season?
No, of course not. But they're showing resilience. They are, and they're showing they back the manager whenever they show resilience, in my opinion.